So the Master Grade Sinanju Stein narrative version Verka is here, and the first thing I get wondering when I'm looking at this box is, well, what's gonna make this any different to the, I don't know, is it 4 or 5 Master Grade Sinanjus we've seen before? Now, it's kind of funny that this right here is a Verka, because if you go all the way back, and I mean all the way back, to 2009, the original Sinanju was a Verka. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, we've had multiple Verkas and multiple not Verkas. The first Sinanju Verka was the one that came in this box. This one I built way back when. You've got no gold, the plastic in it was shattery, and the waist joint would just break on you. My one right now is just falling to pieces. Bandai did fix that then with this kit right here, which is the OVA version. I still have not built, but I have it ready to go. I was actually going to build it until this was announced, and I guess I'm building this one now. But apparently that fixed the shattery plastic issues. Then there was the Sinanju Stein. That's not the Sinanju Stein we're looking at today. This is the white Sinanju Stein that's not from Narrative Gundam. This was the MSV white Sinanju Stein, not grey Sinanju Stein. This is one of my all-time favorite kits, and to me, was even better than the standard Master Grade Sinanju. Then, we got this one right here in this box, which is the Master Grade Sinanju Stein narrative version. This was also fantastic too, besides, of course, the issue with the sleeves needing to be painted. The issue that the standard Master Grade Sinanju Stein, that's the white one again, sorry if it's getting a little bit confusing, that one didn't need any paint out of box. But that brings us all the way around to today, which is this one right here, which is another Sinanju Stein narrative version, this time being a Verka. I'm not necessarily sure what's different in this. I assume we're going to get color-separated sleeves parts. But for the sake of seeing what we've got inside the box, I'm going to be unboxing it today. And as usual, in an unboxing video, I want you guys to drop the questions you have for the review in the comments. That way I'll get to them during the review and I won't miss anything that you guys want to see. And also you get to see what's inside the box and it might spark up some question ideas. But yeah, as always, this video right here would not have been possible without those absolutely awesome people over at HobbyLink Japan. So if you do want a Master Grade Sinanju Stein narrative version Verka of your own, I will throw a link down there in the description. Now here we go. So anyway, let's get this cracked open and see what actually makes this any different from the Sinanju Stein narrative version we would have seen a few years ago. And I forgot I used to do this, but this is the best way to open the box, and that is from the bottom, because you've got your manual first. So first off in here, we've got a flyer for the Gunpla Builders World Cup. So if you want to enter that, you've got until the 31st of August. And I think that is the Japanese date, so I think the date's just opened in July, right at the beginning of this month, I think, for the other countries, as far as I know. Let's see, next up in here, we've got the manual again, a very kind of typical looking Verka manual right here. A lot of nice looking detail, plenty about it right here. It says the chest and cuffs are embellished with engravings to disguise the mobile suit as a unit belonging to the sleeves, but it doesn't actually say much about whether or not those are color separated, but wait, I might as well just skip ahead and find out. There is a big old interview right here with Katoki, as you usually see inside of these particular manuals. I think these are really cool. They really give a nice insight to what's going on. I'm not going to read this right now, but I'll throw it right up on the screen, nice and clear, so you can read all of that for yourself. It looks like we've got a brand new weapon in here. Maybe some of the shield has been redesigned, who knows? But what I really want to know about is those sleeves. So where are the arms? Where are the arms? There they are, and it looks like they are color separated, which is very beautiful. Will we be seeing a brand new standard Sinanju with color separated gold? I think it is about time. I would love to see that. But yeah, that is the manual. We've got water slides in here. Lots of nice weapons. What was that? Just a standard base adapter. But overall, looking very interesting. But anyway, let's run through the plastic pretty quick and see if anything is a little different than what we would have seen a few years ago. So this stuff right here is nothing new. I'm going to guess we're not actually going to be using this bit of shield here. This is the original Sinanju Stein, just like we can see here, from 2012. So that's when that one would have come out, so 13 years ago now. It's a great master grade, by the way, if you haven't built it. Next up, some clear parts for that kind of psycho frame cockpit. There are the parts from the eyes again. It's going to be hard to tell which parts are actually going to be used in this kit and which ones are not. This is from the Sinanju from 2008, so a bit of a hybrid kit. T1, so this is further into the alphabet, so this is new parts. We've got the shield, there's the color separated out sleeves iconography. Looks like we've got a brand new waist in this kit, as well as this chest piece here for that little bit of sleeves detail to either come through or attach onto. F1 here in a nice middle grey. It's not dark, it's not light, and this is from the original Sinanju. Nothing new. I mean, original Sinanju Stein. Runner G1, again, we're looking at something from the Sinanju Stein. The inner frame in this kit seems to be in a nice chocolatey brown. That's really cool. I love kits that actually kind of have that chocolatey brown kind of inner frame. The Sinanju Steins did, and I'm pretty sure Barabatos did too. It's cool, different kind of take, as opposed to the usual inner frame grey. G2 with some more chocolatey parts. Again, this is from the original Sinanju Stein, but as you can see, the detailing is extremely nice. There is no real color separation throughout the detailing, however, so if you do want to make it pop a little bit more, you will have to add a little bit of paint. Also, there is some parts of the head, and this is one of those typical Xeon little around the head pipe thingamajiggers. Gonna start speeding through them a little bit now. We've got some verniers and grenades in red from the Sinanju Stein, sides of the body in navy blue from the original Sinanju Stein. What we've got here looks like the entire bazooka from 2009, which I don't think was sold with the original Sinanju, but was for using with the original Sinanju. Telescopic and awesome. Light grey parts on B here for the armor of the Sinanju Stein. We do have 2 full frontal figures in here, obviously not for using with this kit. 2 runner Ls in here for the fuel tanks by the looks of things. A duplicate of this right here. This is runner I, so another fuel tank right here. This little thruster cuff section here, these are off the original red Sinanju. Runner F2, some darker grey details. Runner S2, and this shares a lot of parts with S1, so that is all the kind of sleeves parts, which are brand new for this kit, some new verniers, and part of the weaponry. Runner A from Sinanju Stein, a lot of the parts of the head, the awesome thick beam rifle, and I'm going to assume you can't build the full old shield with this kit. Maybe you can, but there is definitely going to be some leftover parts, or maybe even leftover accessories. Runner E2, just like E1, some navy blue parts. 2 of this right here, which is Runner H. Seems like we've got a whole lot of leg on these, possibly some arm, but I'm mainly seeing some leg, feet, and verniers. Once again, a couple of duplicate runners. Runner D, so a lot of armor parts. This is for down on the leg predominantly. Once again, from the OG Sinanju Stein. Next up here is Runner J from the original Sinanju, and this is the original Sinanju's rifle. This is used in conjunction with Sinanju. Seen it so often. It's used in conjunction with Sinanju parts to make the big, thick Stein rifle. Runner K from the Sinanju, and if you feel like you're getting a little bit of deja vu here, yes, we've already seen hip parts, and we've already seen some neck parts. So this right here is from the original Sinanju, so not sure exactly what parts will be being used from this, and which will be used for the other one. So there is going to be a lot of leftover parts from this kit, if you like that sort of thing. Once again, a bit of blurry double vision because we've got 2 of Runner N. Once again, chocolatey inner frame parts. I think I'm seeing a whole bunch of feet, maybe the knees, lower legs. But yeah, brown inner frame parts. Next up is Runner Q from Sinanju Stein, and again we're seeing a lot more shield pieces. Again, I'm not sure which parts will be used. This looks like it may be used in conjunction with the other bit that we did see, but nothing here is new. It is from 2018. Wait a minute, that's new enough. So this must be from the narrative version of Sinanju Stein. Beam sabers in yellow. I am really happy to say that these hands in here are not the ones we would have seen on the other Sinanjus before. These are from 2022. I think these perform a little better than some of the articulated hands we've seen over the years, but I'm not quite sure and don't really remember. What kit, if you know, drop it down there in the comments, was from 2022 that had these hands? Was it Zeta? Next up onto the non-plastic parts, and sadly we do have some stickers. Color separated eyes, or non-color separated eyes, right now in 2024 is a bit crappy. We do have stickers for on the lenses. We may actually have clear parts for those, not sure. And we do have some red stickers, and I'm not sure what these are for on. Let me give a bit of a look to the manual. So right here is where it says, so 5 and 4, these are for on the inside of the verniers on the sides of the leg. Not great, but again, not the worst. You'd expect to see a little bit better on a 2024 Verka. Lastly then, we do get a full sheet of water slide decals. It's a bit beat around the place from being in such a big box of plastic, but these are your usual kind of Katoki decals. That is upside down. So as you can see, just lots of nice little white details. White on a kind of grey will be a really classy combo. Subtle, but awesome. I probably won't be able to put these on for the review because I can end up knocking them off during the actual review, but I can see what I can do afterwards. Anyway, lots of those. So yeah, that right there is it for the unbox. It seems like this is a bit of a hybrid with only a couple of new things in it. Is it really worth getting compared to the standard Sinanju Stein narrative version that is out there, maybe if you prefer the color separated parts. Honestly, if they announced a red Sinanju with fully color separated gold parts right now, I would buy it in a heartbeat, but then again, I would get any kit. That is Gundam by Bandai. Anyway, if you do want one of these your own, there is a link down there in the description. Make sure to drop some questions in the comments for what you want to see in the review, and that's it for today. I'll see you next time.